Guys, today I want to give you guys the biggest challenge ever. I want to see how many likes this video can break in 1 hour, guys. Go down there and smash the like button as fast as you can, as hard as you can. I just want so many likes on this video because this video has been requested quite a lot since the most recent video, my last one about the lumberjack. Smash the like button on this video if you want to see more stories of more cards and troops in Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, obviously. And guys, comment which card I should actually do the origin story of next and which conspiracy theories I should do, which card next. Okay, so I'm going to be choosing one person in the comments below. Whoever has the most liked comment with the suggestion saying you should do an origin of this card, for example, like the Witch, the Golem, it could be the Dark Prince, like any card that you want in Clash Royale or Clash of Clans. Just comment, I want to see this card, and in the comment with the most likes, I will choose that comment. I will also give you a shout out for the suggestion in the next video. So spam likes, guys, spam comments. You can spam as many comments as you want telling me which card you want, because the more you comment you obviously leave, the more chance that you have of me picking your comment. Anyway, let's get straight into today's video. Remember to leave your comment, and yeah, just enjoy the video now, I guess. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Clash Royale story video. You guys all seem to enjoy my lumberjack and log theory, conspiracy theory, basically the origin story of how the lumberjack and log were created. But today we're taking a look at the mini PEKKA, as you guys have already seen by now. And yeah, this story is pretty interesting. I mean, I've gathered a lot of stuff for this story, and hopefully you guys managed to enjoy this also. Remember to leave a comment down below for which card you want me to make the origin story of next. I'll obviously pick the comment with the most likes, so if you have any good suggestions, be sure to comment them down below. Like other people's comments if you want the card to become a story video one day, and enjoy the video. So I'm going to try and explain this as briefly as possible, and I'm gonna try and explain it like as most as possible. Like, I don't want to like make you guys confused. This basically happened in the ancient villages of Clash of Clans before Clash of Clans even came, just before everything. So Clash of Clans was just beginning, like everything was just beginning in the Clash universe. There were only a few villagers and builders who would actually live in the forest of Clash of Clans, so they wouldn't even have a base at this point. They would just literally settle in the forest around the Clash of Clans bases that you see nowadays. So basically, an ancient villagers created the PEKKA as one of the war projects. So obviously they're going to be using this PEKKA for war. This is just the normal PEKKA, keep in mind. They're using this for a war project. The builders constructed this hoping to use it in war for future, and also as a safe way to travel around forests to keep them protected and also protect their village at all times. The PEKKA proved to be really strong and useful, so the villagers obviously kept it, and then they decided to experiment upon it to see how it acts, because obviously it was a robot at the time they created it. It was a robot. The builders didn't really know what to expect from it. They just created it after a long time, and they really didn't know anything about it. They were trying to figure things out, how their emotions work, how their feelings worked, and everything along those lines. And the villagers actually managed to figure out how their PEKKA's emotion systems, how their moods, thoughts, and feelings are measured, and this is actually by the color of the PEKKA's LEDs. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the mood is basically measured through the color of their horns, eyes, and basically the light that comes out of their eyes and horns. So for example, we see the PEKKA as being a pink LED troop. We can see that she has pink eyes, we can see that she has pink horns, also a pink sword and pink spikes, etc, etc. So basically this emotion system works, red being the worst all the way through to pink, which is kind of in the middle, and then blue being the best. Now, one question you may have is, well, how do you know that this emotion system works for the PEKKAs? For example, we only have one PEKKA with pink LEDs, and we also only have one mini PEKKA with one blue eye, but however, I think you're forgetting something that's actually pretty big. So if you go in Clash of Clans right now, in the night mode village, the builder base, and then you actually look in the laboratory and the barracks and everything, if you look at the final card is, which has not been released yet, it's actually, you guessed it, the Super PEKKA. And if we look at the Super PEKKA, what color is their LEDs? And yes, of course, it is blue, making it happy. Now, you may be thinking, how is it happy if it's basically the same as the PEKKA, but just in blue, and still attacking things? But guys, listen out. The PEKKA has been used in battle for years upon years in the Clash universe. However, the Super PEKKA has just been recently introduced into the Clash universe, making the program of the Super PEKKA still being happy, because obviously, if it's not released yet, like it's not had wartime, it's not angry about anything, so that's why the LEDs for the Super PEKKA right now are still blue. Yes, guys, I'm pretty sure this theory could actually be true. There's a high chance of this being true, because it kind of all just makes sense if you think about it. The Super PEKKA, it's not really had enough time to battle yet. Obviously, it's not been released, so its status is the same as the mini PEKKA. Pretty happy. So obviously, the PEKKA wasn't in the greatest of moods, obviously, because it was always nervous. Going to war and just battling, and all this war and everything just made it seem all under like pressure all the time, made it more furious, and you can tell that the P.E.K.Ka's insides, it really wasn't just feeling well. The robot was getting treated badly in war, and altogether the mutant feelings for this card started off being pretty good, and then it turned pretty bad, because as you know, when you upgrade your P.E.K.Ka in Clash of Clans, it goes from the pink LEDs, and then the more you upgrade the P.E.K.Ka, it kind of starts to turn more red. And if you guys don't know what that means, well, it just means that the P.E.K.Ka is getting more angrier and angrier by the minute. Obviously, it's really bad if your P.E.K.Ka has the red LEDs coming out of its horns and eyes, and obviously in Clash of Clans we do see this when the P.E.K.Ka gets upgraded more and more, and we can actually tell that the P.E.K.Ka is more angry than happy, because when you place her down, she actually says things like destroy and does like these evil laughs upon breaking buildings. So you can tell that the P.E.K.Ka really is going through a hard time right now. It's really like malfunction, is like doing all these bad things. It's supposed to be like a good troop that was built just for war and wasn't supposed to have these bad thoughts and feelings, but clearly it actually came into the P.E.K.Ka's system that the rage got to her. So basically the villagers decided to create a new model of the P.E.K.Ka, which would be called the mini P.E.K.Ka, and they tried to treat this one as best as they can, and hopefully it wouldn't go as bad and horribly wrong as the P.E.K.Ka did. So the villagers created this mini P.E.K.Ka to experiment and see what would happen if they tried to create a new model of the same category of the warrior robot. And the P.E.K.Ka was intentionally supposed to be the mother of the mini P.E.K.Ka, and at the time the villagers used the P.E.K.Ka for war more and more, to the point where the LEDs led from blue all the way to pink and then started red. However, the villagers did not know this by now. They didn't know the emotion system that the P.E.K.Kas had to go through. They didn't know the color of the LED means anything. But then it got to a point where they actually soon realized how the emotion system works with the P.E.K.Ka robot, and decided it would be best to keep the mini P.E.K.Ka from war, to make it more of a happy P.E.K.Ka without rage. So they basically used the mini P.E.K.Ka as a secret weapon in their village. It would only just be like rolling around the village there. So the mini P.E.K.Ka you guys know right now is actually the real mini P.E.K.Ka, and why it's all happy. You never really see the mini P.E.K.Ka being all mad and saying destroy and stuff, and that's because it's really in the happiest of moods it's ever been. It's still blue. It's never saying like destroy or doing any evil laughs. All it likes is pancakes, but I'll get into that in just a minute. Meanwhile, the normal original P.E.K.Ka that we see in Clash of Clans is still saying things like destroy, and of course doing those evil laughs. The villagers learned that over time the mini P.E.K.Ka was their strongest troop that they had created in the entire village after the P.E.K.Ka whilst training, but still were intimidated to lead it into fight due to the mini P.E.K.Ka always being so happy and positive around the village. The mini P.E.K.Ka wasn't even aware, the robot of the mini P.E.K.Ka wasn't even aware that the training for war was going to end up in a bad situation, and was very excited every time he was instructed to battle. So as you know, the villagers had to take care of the mini P.E.K.Ka. They were trying to make it a nice happy troop. They were stopping it from going outside of the village. They were restricting all the area. The villagers made sure that the mini P.E.K.Ka never saw his mother actually being in war, maybe getting attacked or maybe just attacking other people. That would really create a horrible image inside the mini P.E.K.Ka system. So I think you guys are getting the story right now, and yeah, the mini P.E.K.Ka was basically just, meanwhile his mother, the normal P.E.K.Ka, would just go out in war, help the village, and all sorts of things that the mini P.E.K.Ka would never even notice. But however, a day came in the Clash universe where there was a competition to see which Clash village trained the very best fighter, and the villager's secret weapon was of course this powerful mini P.E.K.Ka, yet they couldn't give away all the joy straight out of him, so they decided to experiment with the mechanic in order to make everything on the mini P.E.K.Ka Cyclops lands appear as pancakes, so that he wouldn't worry about causing havoc and only seem to be chasing his favorite thing, which was, well, pancakes. So if you guys have seen the mini P.E.K.Ka commercial, it says that he's got one glowing eye, and this one glowing eye, the villagers used his one glowing Cyclops eye, the one eye that he has in the middle. They programmed that to make it appear as pancakes. So everything he would see through his little lens, his little one eye, would literally appear as a pancake, and that's why he always says pancakes whenever you place him down. He's never like saying anything bad, and this is just because he thinks that he's just running after pancakes. It's really kind of like a funny story, but it's really not at the same time. It's kind of sad because the mini P.E.K.Ka, they were trying their hardest to like not make it an angry troop, but of course it was a time for the mini P.E.K.Ka to actually go into battle. They can't just strand him somewhere by himself, so they actually decided to program him and make everything appear as pancakes through his eye. Until this very day, the mini P.E.K.Ka still doesn't know that he's creating so much chaos and havoc around the arena, but in fact he just thinks that he's just chasing pancakes. I mean, that's just his favorite thing. I guess now you guys know after all of those myths why the mini P.E.K.K.A says pancakes. But however, it isn't a completely fair story on the P.E.K.K.A because she's still pretty upset and furious about this whole war situation. But I don't know, maybe I'll save that for another video if you guys want to see a different P.E.K.K.A story just in general. But yeah guys, this is really all I have to say. This is how the story of the mini P.E.K.K.A went, how the mini P.E.K.K.A was made, and all of this stuff. If you did enjoy this video, remember to smash the like button and tell me which card you want to see the origin of next. I personally think this is a really great one just because the mini P.E.K.K.A is actually like the card or like the troop that actually represents my channel. Like that's my mascot kind of thing. So I really enjoy the mini P.E.K.K.A the troop, and this story just kind of brightens the troop up a bit. It kind of brightens the mood as well. So the mini P.E.K.K.A is kind of like a funny story, but again, also kind of a sad one if you include the other P.E.K.K.A also. However, I'm not going to ramble on any longer. Hopefully you guys did enjoy for the final time, and I will see you all in the next video, and peace.